Welcome to the segment we call The Pour. That was about as smooth as I could possibly make that happen. What are you drinking tonight, Luke?
How's every? Well, I was going to ask.
Sorry, man. You can say hi if you want.
Get right to it.
Well, I mean, I just
Hi, everybody. I'm Luke. I think that's Greg. Maybe that's Greg.
I think you had it the first
I'm
time.
drinking Bent Stick Farm Stock.
Oh, you got the farm stock. Well, that's cool because I will be drinking Bent Stick Swap the Hops.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So let's switch it up, Greg.
Okay, I'll take the farm stock. You take the Swap the Hops.
No, you go first.
Oh, you want me to go first? All right.
Yeah.
So Swap the Hops. Bent Stick is an Edmonton brewery. A bunch of the guys there, I believe, actually, like all of them, used to be brewers over at Alley Cat, and they broke out, went out on their own. Mm-hmm. Bent Stick is their thing. The Swap the Hops is a straight up old school pale ale, simple pale ale. So it should be a reasonable malt profile and a a drinkable hoppiness. This is they call it Swap the Hops because every time they brew it, they just use whatever hops they have. So it might be Chinook one time, it might be Centennial another time, it might be Citra the next time, it could be Hallertau the next time. So you never really know what you're gonna get from a Swap the Hops. So we're gonna give this boy a pour here and see what she looks like. Ooh, there's a heady brew. Oh my god. One of the things, they bottle condition from what I understand. But that is some crystal clear. Like, despite the not so beer clear glass. Okay, I'll turn it around and pretend that you can't see the bubbles on the glass. Crystal clear. It's kind of a copper. Nice, thin. Nose is kind of restrained. Little hop and a little malt, but it's pretty mild. But that head, I'm going to let that head die down. Why don't you pour, Luke? And while I wait for this to die down, and you can drop yours.
I'm drinking same fantastic brewery Bent Stick Farm Stock. Here we go.
So is that a sessionable, like, seasonal, whatever you call it?
Yeah, it is a seasonable farmhouse ale. And you tell me that's not heady.
Oh my god. Super heady.
Yikes. 4.5 ABV of thunder.
Well, it's a 4.5 too.
Holy shit, Greg.
I think that one might be a little over carbed.
You think? It's like 45 volumes of CO2.
Okay, well then while you're waiting for your head to die down... It always sounds so dirty when I say that.
I know, it's great.
I'm going to try this Swap the Hops. Now, yeah, like Lance said, no, Bent Stick Swap the Hops, all it says on the label is hops will vary. And they do. My understanding is they're going to do it with whatever comes in at the best deal for the bottle. And I mean, it's like $6.50 Canadian for a bomber, which is a really good deal. No, Lance, they're not infected. I've heard that they tend to over carb. But let's give the Swap the Hops from Bent Stick a try.
That's nuts. I still have.
Oh, that is it. Oh my god, that is a pale ale. But it is way closer to an IPA. It just doesn't have that fresh hop feel. I don't think you can actually see the bitterness on my face. I'm going to take another sip and see if you can. Oh. That's a forehead wrinkler, that one, man. Malt is there, but you don't have much time to get to the malt. The hops come in hard and fast, like a Trump executive order. like right up your rectum.
What you mean? It immediately gets shut down.
Yeah, whatever malt was there gets beaten out of the sky by those hops. It is really bitter. Like I make 100 IBU IPAs. This is more bitter. There's no balance for that bittering. If this isn't 100 IBU, 120 IBU, I don't know what is. It is massive on the bitter. And I mean, pale ale.
Glad I didn't get that.
Pale ale should be bitter, but like it's bitter now. Still. And if I close my mouth, it punches me in the junk again. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Luke, how's the Saison or the farmhouse?
Got like it's almost the exact opposite of yours. There's no bitterness. It's like some citrus, a little bit of peppery. It's a lawnmower beer. It's a good beer. Like there's it's like clove. It's good.
That's the most passive and easygoing review I've ever heard. Certainly on the pour. Okay, so
dude, it's a 4.5% sessionable farmhouse ale.
To me, yeah, like okay, let's
a lawnmower beer.
Let's talk ratings real quick then. I mean, I think I know where I'm going to put this. I know where I'm going to put this. I know how I feel about it. It's not it's not a pale, to me this is not a pale ale I would buy again. That thing is just a rocker of overcarb. Like I don't know whether that's a thing they try to do on purpose or if they're just not yet good at it. I mean, the rocky head on this pale ale, like it's sticking around, dude, it's lacing like a champ.
It's holding the cap.
Yeah. Like you said, like I can still see the initial head down in the glass. Like they've got their head retention game like on lock. But I'm not so sure that they've got the recipe game there yet. Like, okay, I've got my rating for this.
You could fill a bathtub. You could fill a bathtub with this beer and just walk across the top of the bathtub.
That's beautiful, but how does it taste? I don't know. People have been walking on it. I don't want to drink it. So
it's got like
I expect.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Meringue, like a.
It's a meringue texture.
Yeah.
It's just not full of meringue because that'd be gross. Okay, so
not gross.
So.
It's different, but it's not gross.
Okay, so ratings. Where would you put this sucker? I know you're having a hard time with that, aren't you?
Oh.
5 digging down. Okay, 3.5. So I just put the links to our Untappd on the screen, so later on you'll be able to actually go and follow us on Untappd and see what we're drinking. Okay, Swap the Hops. This version of Swap the Hops, I'm giving it a 2.75. Yeah, no, honestly, it's a 2.75. They didn't balance anything with the malt. There's no malt to balance. Like maybe with other hops that they tried it with, no problem. It's a little over-carbonated, not terrible, but the hops are just totally unbalanced. It's just a punch-you-in-the-dink beer. I'm going to say hops assaulted my palate like Trump... Trump's pen does an executive order. I think I said that, did I not?
Yeah. My rating changed.
Balance just not there. So there you go. So that's it. Hops assaulted my palate like Trump's pen does an executive order. Damn, balance just not there. 2.75 stars. Confirmed. That is it. Untappd.com/user/gscratch. Untappd.com/user/Mr. Wilkinson.
Mine is, I wish I had a lawnmower to push while I was drinking this beer, 3.25.
There you go. So simple, man. That's how it's supposed to work. That is the pour. I'm Greg. He's Luke, because he didn't pick up on that, and that's okay. I'm down with it. That's the pour.